If it's one thing that I've learned in this entrepreneur journey is that there was a phase in my life where I was doing everything in contrary to what society was doing. I remember I would go either to cafes and book libraries and be working on what on the projects that we were working on. And part of me in my mind was I would sit there, and sometimes I would contemplate and I would look around and I would see, like, I would question and wonder, what are they doing? Obviously, what are they doing isn't my business, but it was that little voice of doubt. It was that little voice of, I'm not saying you can't do this, but it's just like you're going in the opposite way. When you're going in the opposite way and you're aware that you're going in the opposite way, it makes you question, are you good? Are you in the right place? Is this it? When you know what you want in life, and you know that's the direction in which you need to go, and you're aware that the direction in which you're going, it's the right path, even saying that right path, that path for your life is in contrary to everyone else's, then it's so worth it. And it's having this full confidence that path in which you're sailing to have that confidence. I may not see the destination, but I have full faith. I have hope. We're putting everything that we got. God is with us. There's going to be a moment in time in your life if you have not passed through that transitioning phase. And this transitioning phase is, you're going to look around and you'll be like, boy, maybe you're going to have silent nights, you're going to be grinding, you're going to be focusing really on what you want, and maybe perhaps you're going to be seeing people go out, and you're going to see people, dating and getting married and having kids and doing this and doing X and then Y, everything what the world's doing, and you're going to be doing everything completely opposite, and you're going to ask yourself that question, am I in the right path? And it's like, if you know it's worth it, and you know that it's worth it, you'll be like, yeah, well, it's worth it. And it's a dangerous transitioning phase because it lets you know it's like, I am going in the opposite direction of what the world's doing, and it's much easier for me. A good analogy would be a 9-to-5. If you're striving from the 9-to-5, if what you know that you don't want the 9-to-5, then what do you want? And if you know what you want, then and you know how to get there, or you don't know how to get there, we're gonna break down the pieces to get where we want to go. But once we know where we want to go, you will know that where you're going is totally opposite to what everyone else is doing. So when someone's going out, so when your friends are going out, take a break, 5 minutes, like a glimpse on social media, and you see everyone doing this X, Y, and Z, and you're over here grinding, you're over here maybe studying, you're over here, working on your companies, you're over here working on whatever it is you're working on, totally different to what the world's doing. You will know it's like, okay, but it's okay. It's that transitioning phase where it's like, it will make you want to question, wow, I'm going in the opposite direction. And then that transitioning phase, it will feel isolating. And that's where trials come into play. That if you don't know how to be alone with yourself, if you don't know how to be comfortable being uncomfortable, then chances are of you turning back and going on what everyone else is doing, then that road and that goal, that desire, that dream was just not cut out for you. Because it takes resilience, and it takes discipline, and it takes consistency. It takes breaking down some part of you mentally. It's this make or break. Whether do you want to be doing what everyone else is doing, and even in what everyone else is doing, that too you will share in their struggles. Or do you want to be doing what is cut out for you, that you know in your heart passionately is there, that even if we're going in the opposite direction, if we're like this lone wolf, maybe for a period of time, and I say this because we're social creatures, and you like to be around people, and it's okay, and maybe you want to be around by boyfriend and girlfriends, whatever it is, or you like going out, but then what you want is greater than these other social activities, then yes. And it's that transitioning period where it's going to feel isolating. And it was just this mist of, man, I don't know. I know we're not in that journey, and I know we're not fully completely there. We're like kind of in the middle, and we're pushing, we're sailing that way. But man, did it feel isolating, and it felt like, it just breaks you down a bit mentally, and it really challenges you. Oh, the voices, the doubts, everything that it is, and it's really rendering and challenging those, and not also on my account. I won't fully come on here and say, it's on my strength. No, it's on my Creator's strength, and it's being intact. He who is greater than me, he who is greater than all the problems of this world, or any issues that you may have internally, physically. It's knowing that transitioning phase, and I think not a lot of people talk about it. They don't talk about this transitioning phase. That transitioning phase can be isolating, but when you know that there's a group of people who think like you, who are like-minded like you, and you know that there's a group of people who have done it, and if you ask yourself, they have done it, why can't I do it? They have done it, why can't you do it? Why can't you do it? I I think you can. But ultimately, what do you say about yourself? And so this transitioning period that we have survived it. And I think it's so worth it. And you'll only encounter that transitioning period where it makes you question why it feels lonely or have no friends. Everything contrary to what society is telling you, that you should have a boyfriend, you should have a girlfriend, you should lose virginity by X age or whatever. And I only mention this because I came across a video where this girl did not know. She was being so honest on the internet, and she was saying, I don't know where I'm going in my life. And she was late 20s, and I think it was this vulnerability. And she was mentioning everything of the expectations of what society wanted her to have. And she was saying, I lack everything of the expectations of what society wants me to have. But at the end of the day, I'm telling you, in the beginning of your life, I'm telling you, it does not matter the expectations of society, because at the end of the day, when the sun goes down, who are you left with? With yourself. So it does not matter if you didn't complete this, or you don't have this much friends. At the end of the day, oh, she's out. But anyways, what we were saying is, at the end of the day, it does not matter if society expectations, and that's the thing. We include society's expectations because you want to be liked, and you want to be loved, and you want to fit in. So it's like, do you want to be average? Do you want to be normal? You want to do everything what you're doing? Everything what the world's doing? Okay, go ahead. You will do everything what the world's doing, but you will also face their struggles as well. You can look at society's expectations of what everyone tells you on who you should be and what you should do and how much money you should be making, or maybe do it just for the money. But you're your true self when you're in alignment to what your creator has called you to be in this life. If going through a transitioning period, if maybe you're in this time where you feel lonely and you have no friends, and perhaps you are looking the expectations of society and you said, I don't meet any of that, and maybe you fall short, and maybe you don't know where you're going in life, one day at a time. And just know that even if you don't know where you're going in life, you are deeply loved by your creator. You are fully cherished and loved and valued, and you have to know that. And sometimes I think you look at the list of what you lack, and then you just call yourself to be as if you don't have the capacity, or you're not capable, and I'm telling you, you are capable. You just have to believe that you are. And you have to be careful where you set your eyes on. And it's one thing that my creator told me, it's like, you'll be alright, kid. I think the times where I've stressed out, especially in this entrepreneur journey, and you're probably on a different journey. If you're on the same endeavors, whatever journey you are on, it will work out. But you have to be optimistic about it. And you have to work on yourself. Because at the end of the day, you are left with yourself. Not your boyfriend, not your girlfriend. How strongly are you advocating? Where is you coming into play? How much do you speak to yourself? How much do you comfort yourself? How much, it's that shadow work that perhaps you struggle to do because you don't want to face your traumas. And facing your traumas is something that it takes time, and it takes with full intentionality, and it doesn't take in one whiff go. But if you propose yourself the goal and the desire that you know it's burning passionately inside of you, then everything that you have to go through would be so worth it, knowing that when you get to the destination of where you wish to go, your character will be refined. Your character would be something no one can take away. Your skills, how you come across, how you love yourself, how you portray yourself, how strong your stance is in yourself, backing with your creator, that would be so much more than the obstacles that you will encounter. And the grace and the love that always transpires, that's always above and beyond without, our understanding, that's limitless. So I just want to leave you guys with that. But at the end of the day, I just wanted to let you guys know on this transitioning period, and that thing in which I learned on this transitioning period, in this entrepreneur journey, is that you're going to be doing things in which not everyone else is going to be doing it. And just because not everyone else is not doing it does not define who you are, does not mean there's something wrong with you. No, you're just on a different journey, and it's understanding that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you stick till the end, check out my other videos like You Are Not Alone, or When Time Is Running Out. It's going to be linked here, and You Are Not Alone. Okay, you are not alone. You're a badass, and you have to memorize that. You have to recall that, especially times with like your thoughts come into play. Maybe your negative thoughts kind of just are the leading factors. Like, no, you're not alone. It's knowing that in this transitioning period, when you really know where you want to go for it. Break it down. I believe in you, but how much do you believe in yourself? That's the real question. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys at my next one. Double damn and good and bad.